hover, hover, hover.
It refers to a state of being suspended in mid-air or remaining stationary while floating above something without touching it. Here is a sample sentence. The helicopter hovered above the ground, its rotors whirring softly as it waited to take off.
Hubris, hubris, hubris.
It refers to excessive pride or self-confidence, often leading to a downfall or overestimation of one's abilities. Here's a sample sentence. The politician's arrogant refusal to listen to opposing viewpoints and his tendency to belittle his critics was a classic example of hubris, which ultimately led to his downfall. In this sentence, hubris refers to excessive pride or arrogance that leads someone to overestimate their abilities or importance.
Hue, hue, hue.
It refers to a shade or tint of color, often used to describe a subtle variation in tone or nuance. Here is a sample sentence. The artist's painting was a beautiful shade of blue, but it was the subtle variations in hue that really made it stand out. In this sentence, hue refers to a specific color or shade.
Humane, humane, humane.
It refers to showing kindness, compassion, and sympathy towards humans or animals, especially in a way that is morally right and just. Here is a sample sentence. The animal shelter made sure to treat all the animals with humane care, providing them with food, water, and a safe place to live. In this sentence, humane means treating living beings with kindness, compassion, and respect. It implies that the treatment of the animals was gentle, considerate, and free from cruelty or harm.
Humdrum, humdrum, humdrum.
It refers to a state of dullness, monotony, or routine that is uninteresting or uninspiring. Here is a sample sentence. After a few months of doing the same mundane tasks every day, Sarah felt like her job had become utterly humdrum, and she was desperate for some excitement. In this sentence, humdrum describes the routine and uneventful nature of Sarah's work.
Humid, humid, humid.
It refers to having a high moisture content in the air, typically characterized by a feeling of dampness or stickiness. Here's a sample sentence. The air in the tropical island was humid, making it feel sticky and uncomfortable to walk around outside.
Humility, humility, humility.
It refers to a modest or lowly opinion of one's own importance, rank, or accomplishments, a quality characterized by a lack of arrogance or haughtiness. Here's a sample sentence. After being praised by her colleagues for her exceptional leadership skills, Sarah showed great humility by crediting their hard work and dedication as the reason for their team's success. This sentence illustrates the concept of humility, which involves recognizing one's own limitations or accomplishments with modesty and without excessive pride.
Husband, husband, husband.
It refers to a married man typically considered to be the head of his household. Here is a sample sentence. My husband and I are celebrating our 10-year anniversary this weekend.
Hyperbole, hyperbole, hyperbole.
It refers to an exaggeration or overstatement used for emphasis or effect, often in speech or writing. Here is a sample sentence. The new policy has increased taxes so much that I'll have to sell my house and move into a cardboard box just to afford it. In this example, the phrase sell my house and move into a cardboard box is an exaggeration, a hyperbole, used for emphasis rather than a literal statement.
Hypercritical, hypercritical, hypercritical.
It refers to excessively critical or perfectionistic, often to an unreasonable degree. Here's a sample sentence. After her friend's minor mistake, she became hypercritical and pointed out every tiny error in their conversation, making it difficult to have a relaxed discussion. In this example, the person being described is overly critical and perfectionistic, using their friend's small mistake as an opportunity to nitpick and criticize.